Well, many thanks for watching. This is Breakfast Central on News Central. Now, time to get the show on the road with our first segment, focusing on the front pages and different newspapers across Africa, starting right here in Nigeria with The Punch this morning to see what they have for us. So, big story on The Punch this morning is the big one about the federal government says subsidy Nigerians to spend 6.7 trillion naira on fuel in 2022. The NLC, the Nigerian Labour Congress, Senate, falls to 5,000 naira palliative, it says. And also the rider there says Nigerians to pay additional 3.4 trillion naira annually on petroleum consumption, and the cost of doing business will increase and fuel-induced inflation inevitable, says MAN. So there you have it on the front page of that one in Nigeria. Also, there's a big picture there. So many African heads of state you can see there, and alongside what came out from Rwanda, Kagame himself, President Paul Kagame, and this was him and the parliament from group, the 17th annual Commonwealth Speakers and Presiding Officers Conference in Kigali, Rwanda. So there you have it. A couple of Nigerians who were also there, and lots of dignitaries. So big story on the front page on The Punch this morning in Nigeria.
Moving from Nigeria, let's head down to Namibia. That's the New Era newspaper this morning, and it's looking at the health sector with a focus on the pandemic. It says vaccine doses go to waste as uptake slows around the country. Now you can see the number of AstraZeneca vaccine that will be expiring by the end of this month, 30th of November 2021, to the tune of over 52,000 AstraZeneca vaccines that will be expiring by the end of this month, and it seems nobody will be available to take or consume all of this at the same time or within the limited time as well. You can also see Pfizer vaccine that will be expiring on the 30th of January 2022. Over 200,000 Pfizer vaccines will be expiring by that date, but you can get more on that from the New Era this morning. Now it also says here, NSFAF urges financial year alignment. You'll see that also. And the last story here, City can comply with credit obligations. That's what it says from the New Era in Namibia.
All right, let's go to East Africa with the Standard in Kenya this morning. Always very political there. And it says, why Ruto wants CJ Kume out of the 2022 polls. As it says, the writer talks about conflict of interest claim, says you can't be a judge of an electoral process you are overseeing. And Deputy President allies tell the CJ, who sits in a multi-sectional electoral preparedness team, as details additional of a 19 billion shilling budget revealed. So there you have it on the front page. Ruto challenging CJ Kume out of the polls for 2022. Also on the left there, Mike Sonko in the news. Sonko now petitions the JSC for judges removal. All about his case, and there's also more on page 8 inside that story. And devolution talks climate action takes center stage in the front page of the newspaper, The Standard in Kenya. And also on the top left, the one the stories we'll look at later, Ethiopia civil war, Gebre Selassie, Olympic gold medalist champion, to join Abiy Ahmed on the front line against the Tigray crisis. More on that inside The Standard today in Kenya.
And to wrap up the newspaper review, let's look at the front page of the front page this morning. Now the front page is all about the what do I call it, the budget for the year or the budget for the next year. Now it says IMF approves $23.64 million disbursement. That's what it says here this morning from the front page this morning. Also, the civil society organizations highlight several vague line items for the 2022 draft budget. It says ambiguity in the draft budget. This is coming from the civil society, organizations. Now it's coming out to say lack of transparency would eventually affect education, health, agriculture, infrastructure, and social protection issues. And that's why they have come out to make a lot of noise that we need to look at the budget for 2022. You need to go to the front page for more on that. Now, there's a story here that says nothing for us without us. That's on page 8. And government interfering in LMBA election. That's also there on page 8 of the front page.